Okay, so this is the parametric problem continued about Katie playing softball and hitting the ball. So we stopped at the end of the other video at considering 2.5 seconds for the x component, like how far has the ball traveled, and so then we not only have to consider how far the ball has traveled, but we have to consider like how high is it up in the air after 2.5 seconds. So then we also have to plug in 2.5 into this equation right here. So negative 1/2 32 is just basically negative 16. Negative 16 2.5 squared plus 120 sine of 60 2.5 plus 3. Sorry, that's like on the edge. So then when you plug that in, you end up getting that the ball is 162.8 feet above the ground. So the ball is 150 feet away from home plate, and the ball is 162.8 feet above the ground. So how long is the ball in the air for? Okay, so to figure out how long the ball is in the air for, you have to plug in 0 for y, negative 16t squared, plus 120 sine of 60 degrees t plus 3. And so the reason why we plug in 0 for y is because we have to consider the vertical component, because we have to know when the ball hits the ground. And since Katie hits the ball, she hits the ball at like contact 3 feet above the ground, but we have to consider when she hits the ground, and the ground is just 0, which is why we plug in 0 for y. So we have to do the quadratic formula for this. So we all know this is A, this right here is B, and then the plus 3 is C. And then we plug it in this equation. If you're not sure what the quadratic formula is, it is negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So then just plug in those values for in the quadratic formula in your calculator, and then you should get two answers. One of them, t, is going to equal negative 0.029, and then t is also going to equal 6.52 seconds. So clearly it's not the negative one, or else that means like the ball would have went like underground. So this is t, 6.52 seconds. And so that is how long the ball is in the air for, 6.52 seconds. So the next question asks, did Katie hit a home run? So Katie wants to know if she makes it to the wall, which a horizontal component, so you plug in 225 for x, because 225, if you don't remember, 225 is how long the whole entire outfield fence, like that's how long like the fence is away from home plate. So that is why we have to plug in 225 for x to know whether or not Katie did hit a home run. So we do 225 equals 120 times the cosine of 60 degrees t. And then so we have, so then you're gonna have to divide that by 120 cosine 60 cosine of 60. That cancels out, so t equals 3.75. So it takes 3.75 seconds to get to the fence. That is 225 feet away from home plate. So we now figure out that Katie did hit a home run because it takes 3.75 seconds to get to the fence. That is 220 feet away from home plate. So it only takes that long. But here we realized that we figured out that t is 6.52 seconds for like how long is the ball in the air for. Like how long is it supposed to be in the air for? But it only takes 3.5 seconds to get to the fence. So clearly Katie did hit a home run. Woohoo. So, and then does Katie clear the fence? So the fence is only 5 feet. It's really not that tall. So you have to, basically you have to know, like the question's asking, like how high is it when t equals 3.75? Like how high is it? Like how high is the ball? So for this part you have to do y equals, and then you have to plug in 3.75 for t now instead back to the original y equation. So y equals -16 3.75 squared plus 120 sine of 60 3.75 plus 3. And then when you plug that into your calculator, you should get 167.71 feet high in the air. So the wall was only 5 feet up, and this is how high the ball is in the air for. So yeah, Katie definitely went like way over.